lot of people think FinTech is some kind of an exotic, technology company which is dabbling into financial services, something that cannot be seen but only felt about. And this week I want to clear some of the commonly held misconceptions. In my view, FinTech as a term gets people confused because it's used so broadly. And as the industry matures, now there's more specialization happening. You have fintechs of all sizes and shapes, fintechs doing lending, wealth management, asset management, money transfers, money management, account opening. So as a consumer, one needs to be educated about what they really want and which fintech is best for them.
Is it true that online lending isn't as secure as banks?
So this is a commonly held misconception that if it is something online, it's less secure. In this day and age, especially with cloud environment out there, most of the fintechs are pretty well secured. They are better than most of the banks today because banks' IT infrastructure is very old, archaic, while most of the fintech infrastructure is very new. It's in the cloud. It uses best practices out there, both in terms of security as well as fraud detection. So in my view, it's like a lot more secure. It's like going online and not doing a retail shopping or travel booking. Now nobody thinks about doing either shopping or travel booking offline anymore. So same thing in the fintech space. It's more secure, easy, and convenient. Another myth that consumers have is that everything online is free, and that's not true because some fintechs might be charging them more money than others. So the consumer should be aware about it. Consumers should do their research. A great example is, yesterday there was a news item that Wonga got shut down, and Wonga was one of the first companies in the personal loan space. They became the largest personal loan online company in Europe. They expanded in US. They expanded in South Africa and other markets. At one point of time, they had more than 1,000 people, and but they just overstepped their mandate. They started overcharging people, and they were not very responsible to their consumers. And that clearly shows that even as a fintech player, if you do that, you will not have a long-term survival. There is a big misconception that fintechs will take down the banks, and in my view, part of it has been spread by media, part was the positioning of fintechs initially. The more and more I see, there'll be more and more collaboration, co-option between fintechs and banks. More banks want to become like fintech, they want to move at great speed. More fintechs want to become like banks to become more stable, have better sources of funding, have a better and a more stable consumer base out there. So we see a big convergence happening between the two over the next few years. So there's a lot of misconception about what fintechs really are, and since this term has been used so broadly and widely, and it's our duty as fintech players to educate the customer that why we are really there and why it matters for customers to work with fintechs.